the galaxy laughed at Earth. Across the stars, the top empires called it weak, primitive, and nearly dead. They said humans had no place in the Cosmic Council and no power to change the course of the galaxy. For centuries, Earth had been ignored. Its surface was scarred by old wars, its cities in ruins. Satellites floated silently above its blue and gray lands, remnants of a civilization that once dreamed big but seemed small now. But deep beneath the surface, humans were not as weak as the galaxy believed. Hidden in secret underground labs, brilliant minds worked quietly. In old abandoned cities, engineers repaired ships and machines that no one had seen for decades. High above, in hidden orbital stations, scientists monitored the stars, recording signals that others thought were nothing. Dr. Liana Cross moved through one of these labs with purpose. Her white coat rustled as she adjusted the holographic displays. Screens lit up the room, showing streams of data collected from deep space. She paused, frowning at one signal in particular. It was unlike anything she had ever seen. A pulse of energy, enormous and strange, was moving through the galaxy. It didn't match any known star or planet. It wasn't a comet or a ship. They were too small. This was something massive. Something alive in a way the humans could barely understand. "This is impossible," she muttered. Her fingers flew across the controls, trying to track the signal's path. "It's coming closer, fast." She called the meeting. The other scientists gathered around, faces pale in the dim light of the underground lab. "Aliens, the Council's empires, they will ignore this," Liana said. Her voice was firm, but a shadow of worry crossed her face. "They will laugh at us just like always. But this could be the end if we do nothing." The room was silent. The truth was heavy. Humanity had been underestimated for centuries. Now, underestimating them could mean annihilation, or opportunity. Meanwhile, far above the planet, the Galactic Council convened in a massive space station orbiting a dying star. Representatives from dozens of empires sat in circular chambers, their voices echoing across the hall. Dr. Liana's warning arrived as a communication request. She appeared as a small hologram in the council chamber, her face stern. "My name is Dr. Liana Cross," she said. "I bring a warning. A massive signal is approaching our galaxy. Its energy is unlike anything we know. Humanity is preparing, but we cannot face this alone. You must act." The council laughed. One representative, a tall alien with scales of silver, leaned back. "And why should we listen to Earth? You have no fleets, no weapons, no power. Why should we fear your warnings?" Liana's hologram flickered. "Because we have something you do not understand yet. We are not powerless. We can fight back." Her words hung in the air. But the council shook their heads and dismissed her. "Earth is insignificant. Let it be," another alien said. "We have no need to waste resources on a dying world." And with that, the communication ended. Liana's warning was ignored. Back on Earth, in the hidden lab, her eyes burned with determination. "If they will not help us, then we will do it ourselves," she whispered. Around her, humans nodded. Engineers, soldiers, scientists, they all knew the risk. They all knew the danger. Plans were drawn in secret. Machines and energy systems were tested quietly, far from prying eyes. Humans began to build a weapon unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. It was a weapon that could manipulate energy and matter on a scale no empire could imagine. Months passed. The signal in space grew closer. Its path was unpredictable, its energy readings terrifying. Every time the scientists tried to measure it, it seemed to shift and change. But humanity did not stop. Every calculation, every test, every sleepless night was focused on one goal: survival. Dr. Liana Cross walked the corridors of the underground lab, watching humans move with precision and courage. Ships were repaired, energy cores activated, and the weapons slowly came to life. The machines hummed with power, their lights reflecting in Liana's determined eyes. "They think we are weak," she said to herself. "Let them laugh. Let them mock us. When the time comes, they will remember." Outside, the night sky was quiet, but the stars hid a truth the galaxy had yet to see. Something enormous was moving through space. Something that no council member could predict. The weapon was ready. And Earth was no longer the planet to be ignored. A new chapter in human history had begun. And across the galaxy, the first whispers of fear began to spread. End of Part 1. Hook for Part 2. The humans have built the deadliest weapon ever conceived, but can they control it when the alien fleets arrive? The hidden human labs were alive with movement. Engineers ran from one console to another. Sparks flew from machines and the air was thick with tension. Every human in the facility knew the stakes. The galaxy thought Earth was weak, but humans were about to show them what weak truly meant. Dr. Liana Cross walked through the main hall, her eyes scanning the room. Screens displayed star maps, energy flows, and complex equations. Every calculation brought them closer to finishing the weapon that could change everything. "This is it," she said, pointing at a glowing blueprint on the holographic display. The weapon was unlike anything anyone had ever seen. It was not just a cannon or a missile or a bomb. It could bend energy, warp space, and alter mass itself. The possibilities were endless and terrifying. "Can it really work?" asked a young engineer, nervously glancing at the schematics. Liana didn't answer immediately. She tapped on the controls, pulling up simulations. The weapon fired in the holographic model. Stars shimmered, ships broke apart, and energy tore through space. The engineer's eyes widened. It's beyond anything in the galaxy," he whispered. "Yes," Liana said. "That's why it will work. The galaxy doesn't understand it. That's our advantage." Even as the humans worked tirelessly, spies from alien empires moved in the shadows. Tiny drones floated near the lab's perimeter, scanning for energy signatures. The humans didn't know yet, but someone out there wanted the weapon. "Energy readings are fluctuating," a technician shouted. "Something is interfering with the tests." Liana frowned. She ran her hand through her hair. "That's impossible. Nothing in the galaxy can reach this facility unnoticed. Someone, or something, is trying to stop us." The team paused. Fear was in the air, but also determination. They had come too far to stop now. Days turned into nights. Humans tested prototypes of the weapon. Small energy pulses created bright flashes across the sky outside the underground lab. Mountains trembled, and distant sensors picked up strange waves of energy. Every test brought them closer, and every test was dangerous. Finally, the first real trial came. Liana activated the weapon fully for the first time. The room shook as machines roared to life. Energy spiraled around the lab, glowing and crackling with immense power. Scientists held onto railings, their hearts pounding. A small asteroid, used as a target, was projected in the holographic field. Liana's hands moved across the controls. Fire. The weapon released a wave of energy. The asteroid exploded, not into pieces but into something strange. Its matter seemed to twist, stretch, and bend before it vanished completely. The lab was silent for a moment. Then a cheer erupted. "It worked," someone shouted. "It actually worked." But Liana's face remained serious. "Yes, but we are not ready yet. The galaxy will notice soon. And when they do, they will come for this weapon." Outside the lab, alien fleets watched silently. Their sensors had detected the energy burst. They didn't understand what humans had built, but they knew it was dangerous. Messages were sent to the Council. "Earth is not weak. Humans are rising." Back inside, the humans worked faster. Every day brought new discoveries. The weapon's core energy grew brighter, hotter, more unstable. Engineers argued over limits, scientists debated safety, and soldiers prepared for defense. "We need a plan," said Liana. "If they come, we must be ready. This weapon is our shield, and our sword." Her second-in-command, Captain Roland, nodded. "We will protect Earth. No one will take it from us." But even as they spoke, a shadow moved in the corridors. An alien drone had found a hidden entrance. Its sensors recorded every movement, every calculation. Soon, someone out there would know the weapon's full potential, and they would not hesitate to steal it. Liana paused in front of the weapon's core. It pulsed like a heartbeat, alive with energy. "We must finish it," she whispered. "Before they come. Before the galaxy realizes what we have. Before it's too late." A sudden alarm echoed through the lab. Red lights flashed. Energy readings spiked. The weapon itself seemed to react, glowing brighter than ever before. "It's ready," Liana said. Her eyes burned with determination. "The weapon is ready. And soon the galaxy will learn, humans are not weak. Humans are unstoppable." Far above, in the shadows of space, alien scouts reported the activity. "They have completed something," one voice said. "We cannot understand it. Prepare the fleet. Humanity must be stopped." The humans did not hear this. For now, they worked in silence, perfecting the deadliest weapon ever conceived. Every pulse, every spark, every calculation brought them closer to the moment when the galaxy would regret underestimating Earth. And in the distance, a new threat moved closer, faster than anyone could see. The unexpected war was about to begin. End of Part 2, hook for Part 3. The weapon is ready, But can humans control its full power when alien fleets arrive to destroy them? The hidden labs were alive with tension. The weapon hummed like a living thing, its energy rippling through the walls and corridors. Every human in the facility felt it in their bones. This was no ordinary machine. This was the power of survival, the promise of revenge, and the tool of a future no one in the galaxy could predict. Dr. Liana Cross stood at the command console, eyes fixed on the target coordinates displayed on the screens. A small, abandoned asteroid had been chosen for the first real field test. It floated silently in the void, a harmless rock to anyone watching. But today, it would be a proving ground. "Ready the weapon," Liana ordered. Her voice was calm, but the weight of the moment pressed down on her. Engineers and technicians nodded, their hands moving across consoles with practiced precision. Outside, human reconnaissance drones transmitted live footage. The asteroid hovered against a backdrop of stars, completely unaware of the power about to strike it. Liana's heart pounded. This test was more than proof, it was a message. If the alien fleets were watching, they would see that Earth was no longer weak. Firing in 3, 2, 1, she counted. A surge of energy erupted from the weapon. Light bent in strange ways. The asteroid trembled. Then it seemed to fold in on itself, matter twisting and reshaping before it vanished entirely. The lab was silent for a heartbeat, then a cheer broke out. "It worked," said Captain Roland, his eyes wide with amazement. It actually worked. But Liana didn't cheer. Her face remained serious. She watched the readings spike, warning lights blinking faster than ever. This was only the beginning. From deep space, the first reports reached the alien empires. Drones had captured the event, and the images traveled faster than light across the galaxy. Alien officers stared at the screens, disbelief etched across their faces. "What is this?" one hissed. "This is not any human technology we know." The Galactic Council was alarmed. Communications erupted with urgency. "Earth has activated something," a voice warned. "Prepare the fleets. They are no longer weak. They are dangerous." Back on Earth, Liana knew they had only scratched the surface. The weapon's power was vast but unpredictable. Each test left residual energy rippling through space. If mismanaged, it could destroy more than intended, even the lab itself. A technician shouted from the console. "Dr. Cross, readings are fluctuating. The energy core is unstable." "Stabilize it," Liana ordered. "We cannot afford a mistake. Not now." The engineers worked furiously. Sparks flew, screens flashed red, alarms blared, but slowly the system stabilized. The weapon pulsed like a restrained storm, its energy contained just enough for control. But the celebration was brief. Across space, alien scouts detected the anomaly. A massive fleet, hundreds of ships strong, began plotting a course toward Earth. They did not understand the weapon, but they knew it was a threat. Captain Roland looked at Liana. "They're coming. Soon." Liana nodded, her jaw tight. "Then we must be ready. The weapon is our only chance." The humans worked faster, preparing defenses, calibrating the weapon, and refining its capabilities. Every pulse of energy tested their skills, their courage, their resolve. They had built the deadliest weapon ever conceived, but could they control it under real battle conditions? That question hung over the lab like a shadow. Outside the lab, the first human patrol ships launched to monitor alien movement. Drones transmitted images back to Earth, ships forming battle lines, their weapons powered, their intentions clear. The galaxy had noticed humanity, and now it was coming to challenge them. "Remember," Liana said to her team, "this is not just a test. This is a warning. We cannot show weakness. We cannot falter." The first test had proven one thing. Earth was no longer the galaxy's weakling. But the next test would be different. Real enemies, real danger, and real consequences. The alien fleets were moving closer, faster than anyone expected. And for the first time, humanity realized the full gravity of their actions. The weapon was more powerful than even they had imagined. If misused, it could wipe out entire fleets, or entire planets. But if used wisely, it could make the galaxy remember Earth forever. A distant star blinked in the darkness of space, and for the humans in the hidden lab, it was a warning and a promise. The first contact with the alien fleets would change everything. The unexpected war had begun. End of Part 3, hook for Part 4. The alien fleets approach. Humans must use the weapon in battle for the first time. Can they survive the full might of the galaxy? The stars above Earth glowed with tension. Alien fleets had arrived at the edge of human-controlled space. Hundreds of ships, sleek and deadly, moved with precision no human pilot had ever seen. Their numbers were overwhelming. Their weapons deadly. The galaxy had assumed Earth was powerless, but now humans would prove them wrong. In the hidden command center, Dr. Liana Cross and Captain Roland watched the incoming fleet. "They're larger than we predicted," Roland said, his jaw tight. "We can't match them ship for ship." Liana nodded. "We won't have to. We have something they do not understand. Something that will turn the tide." The weapon, the deadliest weapon ever conceived, sat ready. Its energy pulsed like a heartbeat, waiting for the command that would change the galaxy forever. Humans had built it not just for defense, but to show that they were no longer the weak species everyone laughed at. "Deploy the fleet in stealth formation," Liana ordered. "We lure them into the asteroid belt near Orion's edge. That's where we'll strike first." Small human ships darted into the shadows of space, hiding among asteroids. Alien sensors struggled to detect them at first. The humans moved carefully, using every advantage of stealth and terrain. Suddenly the aliens fired. Energy beams lit up the darkness, tearing apart a patrol ship. The humans saw the fire, felt the loss, but they did not panic. "Hold formation," Liana shouted. "Wait for my command." Minutes passed like hours. The alien ships advanced, unaware of the trap that awaited them. Then Liana pressed a series of buttons. The weapon activated fully. A wave of energy shot out from Earth's secret stations, invisible at first, then visible as it warped space itself. Alien ships began to tremble. Shields failed. Engines overloaded. One by one, ships vanished as if reality itself was swallowing them. The human crew cheered, but Liana's eyes were sharp. She knew the weapon was powerful but unpredictable. One wrong move could destroy more than intended. The alien fleet began to adapt. They realized the humans had something dangerous. They shifted formation, moving to surround the weapon's source. Captain Roland gritted his teeth. "They're learning. We need to strike again, now." Liana hesitated. The weapon could do more, but the energy cost was high. If pushed too far, it could tear open the planet's orbit itself. Yet there was no choice. Humanity had to show strength or face destruction. "Do it," she said finally. The weapon pulsed again, stronger, faster, and brighter. Ships exploded in bursts of light. The alien fleet faltered. Confusion spread among their commanders. They could not understand how a single planet could cause such destruction. But not all humans were calm. Some crew members argued, fearing the weapon's power. "It's too strong," one engineer shouted. "We could destroy everything around us." Liana turned sharply. "We are alive because we built it. Use your fear wisely, not to stop us." The battle raged on. Humans moved strategically, combining stealth maneuvers, clever traps, and the weapon's full power. For the first time in centuries, the galaxy realized humans were not weak. They were unpredictable. They were unstoppable. Amid the chaos, Liana saw the first signs of alien retreat. Their ships were battered, some destroyed, and communication lines jammed. Humanity had survived the initial strike, and more importantly, they had sent a warning. But the cost was clear. Energy cores were depleting. The weapon's pulse left ripples across space-time. Every human knew the next move had to be calculated, precise, and deadly. One mistake could turn victory into catastrophe. As the alien fleet regrouped, Liana and Roland shared a look. They knew this was only the beginning. The first wave was over, but the real battle was yet to come. And the galaxy would soon learn that humans were no longer just survivors. They were a force to be feared. The stars flickered with energy pulses from the weapon. In the shadows, distant observers from alien empires whispered among themselves, "Earth is stronger than we ever imagined." And for the first time, the humans allowed themselves a small, victorious smile. They had won this battle. But the war, the unexpected war, was far from over. End of Part 4, hook for Part 5. The galaxy now fears the weapon. Alien empires begin plotting counterattacks. Can humans protect Earth before the next wave of enemies arrives? Across the galaxy, news of the weapon spread like wildfire. Alien empires trembled at the mere mention of Earth's new power. Messages flew between distant planets, warning fleets to prepare for an enemy they had always underestimated. The humans had changed everything. Dr. Liana Cross stood in the command center, watching multiple holographic feeds. Alien fleets were repositioning. Some were retreating while others were secretly assembling. Every empire feared the weapon, but no one understood it, or how to stop it. "They've never seen anything like this before," Captain Roland said, studying the incoming data. "Even the largest fleets hesitate now. They know Earth is not weak." Liana nodded. Fear is on our side for now. But fear can also bring desperation. They will try something unexpected. Meanwhile, humans worked tirelessly to maintain the weapon. Energy cores were monitored, defensive shields strengthened, and new prototypes tested. Every pulse, every calibration brought them closer to perfection, but also closer to exhaustion. On distant planets, council members debated. Earth has built the impossible, one alien whispered. They have power that can destroy us all. We must act or perish. But how? Another asked. We have no intelligence on the weapon. We do not understand it. Any attack may fail, catastrophically. Back on Earth, the humans were aware of the looming threat. Spies had been detected, reconnaissance drones destroyed, and sabotage attempts thwarted. Every step forward was met with danger, but every step also strengthened humanity's resolve. Liana turned to her team. Prepare the fleet. Strengthen all stations. And be ready for anything. They may strike when we least expect it. Energy readings suddenly spiked. The weapon itself reacted, glowing brighter, almost as if alive. It pulsed like a heartbeat. Scientists exchanged worried glances. This was a warning and a promise. Too much power, an engineer whispered. It's reacting to them. Yes, Liana said. They fear it. And that fear is part of the weapon. But we must not lose control. If it reacts beyond our limits, it could destroy everything. Across the galaxy, alien empires began to evacuate key planets. Entire cities were abandoned in fear, their leaders hoping to survive the wrath of a weapon they could not comprehend. Messages sent to allies begged for reinforcements, but no one dared intervene. Humanity has become the wild card, an alien admiral muttered, watching the evacuation screens. We cannot predict their next move. We cannot fight them directly. And we cannot ignore them any longer. The humans, meanwhile, prepared for defense and diplomacy. Secret communications were sent to smaller empires, offering alliances or warnings. Do not attack Earth, the message read. We are not your enemies, unless you force us to be. But even as these warnings were sent, a small, elite alien fleet moved in secret. Their goal, steal the weapon's blueprints. They believed that if they could understand it, they could neutralize the threat, or claim it for themselves. Liana knew this would happen. They will come for us, she said to Captain Roland. We must be ready to protect everything, our weapon, our people, and our home. The command center was tense. Scientists and engineers worked around the clock, monitoring energy fluctuations and fleet movements. Every second mattered. Every decision could mean survival or annihilation. For the first time, the galaxy truly feared Earth. And for the first time, humans understood the weight of their power. The weapon was more than a tool. It was a symbol. A warning. A promise. As night fell over the hidden labs, Liana walked alone, staring at the glowing core of the weapon. Its pulse was steady now, controlled, but it hummed with energy that could shake stars. They think they can challenge us, she whispered. Let them come. They will learn that humans are not weak. Humans are unstoppable. Above Earth, stars flickered as distant alien fleets adjusted their paths. Evacuations continued. Alerts were raised. The galaxy was in fear. And somewhere, deep in the darkness of space, the elite alien squad prepared their first strike. They had underestimated humans once. They would not make the same mistake again, but would it be enough to stop what had already been set in motion? End of Part 5, hook for Part 6. The alien empires plan a counterattack. Humanity must make the ultimate choice, defend their home or unleash the weapon fully. The fate of the galaxy hangs in the balance. The alien fleets were approaching Earth's orbit. Hundreds of ships moved like shadows across the stars, their weapons bristling with deadly energy. Every empire in the galaxy had learned to fear humanity, and now they sought to destroy what they could no longer ignore. In the hidden command center, Dr. Liana Cross stood beside Captain Roland. Both stared at the holographic displays showing enemy formations. The weapon pulsed softly behind them, ready, waiting. We have two choices, Liana said, her voice calm but heavy. We can fight defensively, risk losses, and hope the aliens retreat. Or, we can unleash the weapon fully and show the galaxy the true power of Earth. Roland's eyes widened. If we use it fully, entire fleets could be destroyed. Planets near them might be at risk too. This is unprecedented. Are we ready for that? Liana nodded. We've built this weapon to defend ourselves. But sometimes defense requires showing true strength. The galaxy underestimated humans for centuries. We cannot let that happen again. The crew worked silently. Energy cores were stabilized, shields reinforced, and tactical plans reviewed. Every human knew what was at stake. Earth was no longer just a planet, it was a symbol of survival, ingenuity, and resilience. Outside, the first waves of alien ships reached Earth's outer orbit. They opened fire, sending beams of energy that lit up space. Human defensive systems absorbed the attacks, but it was clear, the enemy was relentless. Now, Liana whispered. She touched the controls. The weapon hummed louder, brighter. Energy ripples spread across orbit, bending light and matter in ways the galaxy had never seen. A wave of concentrated energy shot out, striking the leading alien ships. Hulls cracked, shields failed, and entire vessels vanished in brilliant flashes. The remaining fleets paused, stunned. Their sensors could not track the weapon's full range. Their communications were jammed. Fear spread like wildfire. Roland exhaled. They've never seen anything like this. But Liana's eyes remained on the displays. This is only the beginning. We must be precise. Control is everything. One mistake and we could lose everything. The aliens regrouped, trying new tactics, sending elite strike teams to locate the weapon's source. But humans had prepared. Hidden stations activated, traps triggered, and stealth units moved through the shadows of space, striking back with precision. The battle raged. Beams of light, explosions, and energy pulses painted the darkness. The humans fought with courage and strategy, knowing the galaxy was watching. And then the final moment came. Liana hesitated, looking at the weapon's core. This is it, she said softly. The moment to decide what humanity stands for. She pressed the final sequence. The weapon unleashed its full power, not recklessly but with exacting precision. Alien fleets were obliterated in bursts of energy that tore through space, yet nearby planets were unharmed. The galaxy gasped. Humans had mastered what no one else could. In the aftermath, silence fell. The stars shimmered, the alien fleets retreated, and Earth's hidden labs hummed with exhausted life. Humanity had won, but not through brute force alone. They had shown intelligence, restraint, and courage. Captain Roland turned to Liana. We did it. The galaxy will never forget this. Liana nodded, her eyes reflecting both relief and pride. Yes. But this is only the beginning. We must remain vigilant. The galaxy has seen our power, and some will try to challenge it again. From distant star systems, the first messages arrived. Alien leaders offered peace. Others sent threats, but all knew one truth. Humans were no longer the weak species to be ignored. In the secret labs and orbital stations, the scientists and soldiers celebrated quietly. Their weapon had not just defended Earth, it had changed the balance of power in the galaxy. And somewhere deep in the shadows of space, enemies whispered in disbelief. They had underestimated humans for centuries. Now the lesson was clear. Humanity could not be controlled, could not be ignored, and could not be defeated. The stars twinkled above, silent witnesses to the rise of a new power. A power born not of arrogance but of survival, intelligence, and unyielding courage. Earth had survived. Humanity had risen. And the galaxy would never look at humans the same way again. End of Part 6, Conclusion Hook. The deadliest human weapon ever conceived had changed everything. But the story of humanity's courage, strategy, and ingenuity was only beginning. The galaxy would never forget Earth.